Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how you can create this website banner using Canva. So if you're interested in seeing how I do this or how I'm about to do this, keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to create a new page. So I'm just going to click this icon right here where it says add page, and I'm just going to add a new page. What this does is that it automatically gives you the background color of the previous page that you were on. So now I'm going to start designing. I am going to now add the glitter gold border that you're seeing right here. So I had already uploaded it into Canva. It's best when you're doing your design that you upload everything that you're going to use to just eliminate the hassle of going back and forth, because that can be really time consuming. So now I want the glitter to come over on the page, so I'm just going to click it. There are two ways you can get it on the page. You can drag it like that, or you can just click on it like that. So I'm just going to delete the one that I don't want by clicking the trash can right up here. So now I'm just going to resize it for it to be a bit larger, and I'm going to stretch the sides here to cover the width of the page. And I'm going to bring down the height of the page by doing this, pulling it down, and I'm just going to reposition it to the bottom, the extreme bottom of the page where it aligns perfectly. Now that's okay. Let me put it down a bit. It's a bit tall. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just going, instead of adding another image of the glitter, I'm just going to click on it and I'm going to select the duplicate icon here, and you're going to get a duplicate of the border, and I'm just going to drag it and place it at the top of the page. Lovely. Now what I like to do when I'm designing in Canva, whenever I am done editing something, I like to lock it so I won't interfere with it when I'm moving around my other elements or text when I'm further doing my designs. So I'm just going to lock it, and once it's locked, you cannot move it. So you see, you cannot move it. Okay guys, so now we're going to add some text to our design. There are two ways you can add text to your design. You can select the text icon right here on your menu panel, or you can just select T on your keyboard. So I am going to change the size. I'm going to resize it, and I'm going to change the text. I'm going to type luxury. Now I'm going to put this in all caps. So to put it in all caps, all you have to do is select the uppercase icon right here, and that's it. And I'm going to resize it as well, and I am going to put it at 143. I am also going to change the color to white, and I'm going to reposition it on the page. I want it to be in the center at the top. And where you see this pink line, it's basically a guide to show you that your work or whatever you're positioning is centered. Now I'm going to select T on my keyboard again, and I'm going to write a new text. This time I'm going to write fashion, and I'm going to resize this as well. However, I am going to change the font. So to change the font of your text, you select the font and you select the text, and then you go to your font box right here and you select this arrow, and a list of different fonts will appear. Please note that the fonts with the gold crown, these fonts are premium fonts, so you have to pay for them, but there are a lot of free fonts that you can use to elevate your designs. So the font that I'm going to use for the fashion is Brittany, and I'm going to resize this as well. I am going to put it at a 143. I'm going to resize the luxury, and I'm going to put it at a 128 instead, just like that. And I am going to bring this up right here. And what I am going to do next is I'm going to change the color. And to change the color, you just select this icon right here, and I'm going to put it in this color. Okay, perfect. Now I want to add a drop shadow to the fashion text. So I'm just going to select the text, and I am going to select effects, and I'm going to select shadow. I am going to change this to a 36. I'm going to change this to a -4, and I'm going to put the transparency at 19, and I'm also going to change the color of the shadow to black. Perfect. Now that I'm finished with this, I am going to group them. To group them, you just drag your mouse over each text and you're going to select group. Now that that's group, I am going to reposition the text as a group. So I'm just going to click the position option right here, and I'm going to put it in the middle and in the center. I'm just going to move it from the middle and put it to the top instead of straight in the middle, just like that. Now it's time for the fun part. We're going to add our images. So as I mentioned earlier, my images are already uploaded that I want to use for my design. So just select upload, and I'm going to add this one, this one, and this one. So these are the 3 images that I'll be using for the design. So I'm just going to put them to the side and work on them one at a time. I'm just going to speed this process up because you're just going to basically see me resizing and reposition them on. That's it. Okay guys, now I am going to add a glowy blurry effect to the images. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So let me just go back to the previous images real quick, and you see this glow behind the heads of the model. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to add it right now. So how did I get that? I simply went to elements and I typed blur, and I selected the second one, which is this one, and that's it. Now I'm just going to make some adjustments. So I am going to resize it a bit, and I am going to position it behind the model's head on the left. So I'm going to click position, and I'm going to put to back. And I am going to turn the transparency down to 51. Okay, and I'm going to resize it a bit. Like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to add the element to the next images. So I just select it because it would be in recently used. So I just selected it, and I think I accidentally selected it twice. So now I'm just going to position it behind their heads to back, and I am going to enlarge it. Even the model. So you realize that I'm trying to select it, but because it's behind the model, it's not selecting. So what you do, you just press Control and you tap on it until the back image is highlighted, and you move it around. And I'm going to put the transparency at 61. And I'm just going to enlarge it some more. And that looks like It's okay. Seems okay. Okay. Now I'm going to, let me see, lock everything. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lock everything except for this. Now I am going to add a color overlay to our design. To do that, select elements, and I'm going to select a square. And I'm just going to resize and reposition this to cover the entire design. Now I am going to position it to the back, and I'm also going to click backwards. And I want the logo to be on top of the overlay, but I do not want the images to be on top of the overlay, as it will change the background. Watch what I'm saying. So if I were to put it to back, you would see that the background is no longer yellow, but it is orange, and I don't want that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to turn the transparency down to 12, and just like that. And I'm going to lock. Okay, that's already locked. Now you might be saying that you don't see the difference, but there is a difference. It might be small, but there is a difference. Look if I were to move the overlay. So I'm moving the overlay, and you basically can see the difference already. So I'm just going to lock the overlay, and now it's time for us to add our call to action. What I am going to do is I am going to go to elements, and I'm going to select a shape. Now for this, I won't be using the regular square. I'm going to be using a rounded square for this section. So I'm just going to scroll down until I find the rounded square, and there are lots of other shapes in Canva that you can use to give your design a pop. So I am going to select the rounded shape, the rounded square. Now I'm just going to resize and change the color of the rounded square. Now I'm going to add our call to action, and you can add whatever call to action you want based on what's happening on your website. So if it is that you want a person to sign up to your newsletter, you can put subscribe now or something like that. But I'm just going to use this is like one of the most generic call to action, shop now. And I'm going to put the size at a 29.5. And this is how the design looks, guys. So if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you found this video helpful, comment down below and let me know. And you can also share this video with someone who you think might find this video helpful as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload my weekly videos. Until next time, stay safe and stay blessed.